statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Toe to leather and get this season started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Notre Dame's offense will start this game off with the football. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, David.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Grab near the marker is Fields. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Finds a man in the middle. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rate, some revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
He leaves it with his back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Makes the grab. It's Pauly. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Fires to the big fella. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the...
There he goes! Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, it comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Marion. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field and they'll have their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Caught over the middle, it's Daniels. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to pass, it's Beck. That's reeled in, it's Bauman. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Give to the back. Spins away from the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Hurricanes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Quick release on the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Finds his man, it's Marion. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. This offense just wearing this defense down. 11th play of the drive coming. They just keep firing. Pulls it in, it's Daniels. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Looking for a gap, it's Fletcher. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's Beck. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And when you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he's got his man along the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They start the season in the top 5 prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Gets the back moving. Grabbed behind the line, it's Love.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Love. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing line.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Pauling. Breaks into the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, You want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Looking to throw, it's back. Bringing the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
He wants to throw it again. This time he's got it. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. With the catch, it's Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Brings it in down the left side. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. To the air on first down. Under fire. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Scanning the field, it's back. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fletcher. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They're looking to throw on second and short. Sets up the screen. Runs through the tackle. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marion. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
The Canes want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Got him downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Hurricanes are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Dumps it to the back. Got a man. It's Fletcher. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand. The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Carr. With the catch, it's Fields. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Hey, give the defense a lot of credit on that one. 3rd and about 5. Offense going RPO, so they're really putting you in a bind, but everybody doing a nice job reading their keys, and they're able to stop the back short of the 1st down marker. Big decision coming up here for the offense.
They want to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. from the gun. They'll give it on the inside. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Oh, he's got a chance. Oh, he's still got more. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Carr. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. So now it's second and long. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Going deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Fletcher. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have a lead, get the ball back to the offense. Let's see if this defense can come up clutch.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's back. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Got his man. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. Punt is on its way. To find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here come the Irish back on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Handoff, keep working on that clock. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Off play action. Fires on the move. Finds space on the right. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Man, really nice job by this offense. Look at the play action. Really sell the fake. You watch people, they scramble up, they go up to play the run. Nice job, quarterback, putting his foot in the ground, completing the pass, and getting the first down on third down.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll move the tight end. Here's the handoff. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Carr. Got his man on the right. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Using his legs, it's Love. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And they get it in the end zone for a safety, and that should wrap this one up tight.
And that stings for this offense. You got the football, a chance to go make a big play, take control of this football game, and you give up the safety. Now they get the football back under 2 minutes. Everything now against you. This team is going to have to find a way to respond and make a big play on the other side of the football.
Look out, he's got room.
Returner is tackled at the 46, and your Notre Dame Fighting Irish will take over.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Under a minute to play, they can just take a knee and put this game on ice.
It's such a good feeling. The best feeling in the world. The best formation is victory formations for offense, right? You just catch the snap, take a knee, Jesse, and watch that clock run.
And it's got to feel good, too, because this was a physical football game. Both teams leaving it all on the field, and the offense now an opportunity to ice this thing, take the dub into the locker room, and get ready for your next opponent.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Looks as if they're going to get the W behind a really good performance from their passing attack and maybe hold that edge in the rankings as well, fellas.
They're going to hold the edge. They're going to create some separation, too, I think, because of the throwing ability.
Fires toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. He's not afraid to go deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Carr. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pulls it in on the left. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. first and goal. Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Making side adjustments here. He wants to throw it. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Marion. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.